G'day guys, I'm Average Dom Slim, and look, it's about time you had your own runner YouTuber name, I reckon. Let's do it. So this is how it works. 3 simple steps. 1, find your birth month in the list below, and there you already have your name number 1. Next, use your actual first name as your name number 2. And finally, step number 3, find your 5K PB time in the list below, and there you have your name number 3. You may want to press pause on the video to work it out. Yeah, great. So now you have your runner YouTuber name. Please, for the love of God, put yours in the comments below so I can see what it is, because that sort of thing makes me laugh. Anyway, I hope you're doing superb. If you've tuned into this channel before, you probably know for the last several months I've been harping on about the marathon. If you haven't tuned into this channel before, here's some evidence.
Marathon. The marathon himself. The marathon. After the marathon. The marathon. Marathon block. The marathon. For a marathon. The marathon. Done a marathon. For a 26-mile marathon. Gold Coast Marathon. In the marathon. Feeling really good for the marathon.
Now I promise this is going to be my last marathon-based video for a while, but it kind of sums up everything that I've learned in the last several months. So let's talk the marathon. So from my first marathon to my second, I improved my time by 42 minutes and 28 seconds. It's not a shabby improvement. Naturally, I wanted to share with you what I've learned. So here are my best 10 tips for marathon training. If we can just get some theme music and then we'll get started. Sorry, who's on the theme music? Oh, that's me? Oops.
All right, we're gonna run a what? Let it go.
Now, hopefully this video is going to be totally relevant for you if this is your first marathon or you're just looking to improve your marathon time. It should also be helpful for those training for a half marathon or just in the stage of building their endurance training. All right, let's do it. Look, I'm always going on about variety, but I think it's key to becoming a well-rounded runner, and it's also key to maintaining motivation because your regime will stay fresh. Speed work on the track is excellent at helping you run faster. Tempo sessions get you used to running at marathon pace for longer distances. Hill training is perfect for strength building in the legs and allows you to actually practice hills, and long runs are a must. These are just some examples of how you can vary up your regime. If I could choose one thing that has transformed me as a runner, I would say it's running as part of a group. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that I train every session with them. I still run by myself for all the benefits that that brings. Calmness, a time to think, freedom, to feel alive. But a running group is company, community, knowledge, experience, friendship, inspiration, motivation, a cheeky laugh. We're going to pause there for a second. Can you please do me one tiny favor? Can you subscribe to my channel? And in exchange, I will read out your horoscope. What's your star sign? Yeah, this is definitely yours. Good. This month, the sky will serve up not 1, but 2 illuminating full moons, both of them supermoons. They'll bookend the month of August, which means you'll move the needle on anything that has stalled in your life. If you find yourself caught between 2 options, to be or not to be, to subscribe or not to subscribe, choose the affirmative. Wow, it's very specific. Back on with the program. So you've got to get your head and your belly around food, which in the running world is never called food for some reason. I don't know why. It's either called fuel or it's called nutrition, but no one says food. There is so much to but the fundamentals are this. Eat really well in general. Learn to fuel your body for long runs and races. and practice fueling during training runs. Hi, I decided to go over here for a bit. Look, there's no two ways about this one. You need to run a lot, but start early, build up slowly, take rest days and deload weeks when you need them, weeks with less mileage. Plan your training blocks so that you can increase steadily and surely and ensure that you'll have enough weeks with high mileage, whatever high mileage means to you. If you're looking to complete a marathon and you're not worried about time, then power to you. That's awesome. If you are looking to complete the marathon at a certain time, then look to break down the distance. Half marathon, 10K, even 5K. You want to see how you're tracking at those distances, and you want to learn to run faster for those shorter distances. So when you go to the marathon, it's going to feel easier at that pace. Never feels easier. Now, I want to show you this cool tool that I use. I'll put it on the screen. You want to run a 3:30 marathon. So you pop in marathon and you pop in 3:30 and you click calculate. You can put it on miles or kilometers, right? It tells you what pace you have to run. Importantly, it says what you should be running at the half marathon, 10K and 5K. It also says what your training pace should be. Now, if you're currently running, let's say a 25-minute 5K and you're aiming for that 3:30 marathon, what it's saying here is that it's going to be really tricky. It's saying that you could do all the long runs in the world, all the endurance training, and you're probably not going to hit that 3:30 unless you look at getting your 5K time down. This suggests the 22-minute is about the equivalent. Now, you can do these things at the same time. You don't have to completely pause endurance training, marathon training to do the 5K training. You can do this simultaneously. What you want to do is run longer, slower, and run shorter, faster. All I'm saying is these are the building blocks to running a better marathon. Now let's have a look at this in the reverse. So you don't know what you want to do for the marathon, but you know that you run a 25-minute 5K. And it's saying, if you look at equivalent, it's saying for the marathon, you could probably get a 3-hour 57, so a sub-4 marathon if you do the endurance training. It also says what you should aim for the half marathon, 1:55, and the 10K, 51:56. So this is great for setting goals. This one follows quite nicely from that last one. Those building blocks, 5K, 10K, half marathon, pop some races into your calendar during your marathon block. It helps you prepare physically and mentally, gets you to practice that race day feeling, and my God, they're fun. I'm a huge avocado of strength training. Now, it may not look like it, but I got into weightlifting even before I got into running. I think having a strong body is a wonderful accompaniment to being a strong runner. Now, I love doing full body stuff because I enjoy it. But for runners, I think the focus can be on core, legs, and plyometrics or power work. Strength and plyometrics are also great tools for injury prevention. This bad boy speaks for itself. If I'm a huge avocado of strength training, I'm a James and the Giant Peach for Parkrun. You know how much I love it. I've already done entire videos dedicated to my love of Parkrun. It's not only the perfect staple for a training regime, but it's just so wholesome and so fun. I thought I'd come back to this side for a bit. Why not? I wish I'd learned this one earlier. It could have prevented me getting an injury 4 weeks out from the Gold Coast Marathon, which kind of derailed my training in the 11th hour. I now spend more time rolling, stretching, doing mobility work than I have ever before. I think it helps. In fact, I'm rolling right now. What? We've already come to number 10. That flew by, at least for me. If you didn't already, drop your new runner YouTuber name into the comments below so I can have a little laugh. And please subscribe if your horoscope says you should, which it does. Here's number 10. Number 10 is belief. In October last year, I set out to run a sub 3-hour marathon. I was dreaming.
Now hang on, Steve. What's he asking?
Sub 3-hour marathon.
Tell him he's dreaming.
Fast forward, I ended up getting 250. And now I'm aiming for 239. Whatever your goal is, in running, in life, first of all, believe you can do it, and then figure out the logistics later. I'm Average Dom Slim, and you're probably Old Rodney X or Pusher Wendy Fit or something. Have a cracking day. I'll see you next time.